At Broughton, we offer a wide range of services to allow clients to build the most robust scientific evidence to support the regulatory submissions of next-generation nicotine products, or NGPs. It is important to understand why this data is important and what strategic approaches can be taken to collate the most robust scientific evidence to scientifically substantiate your product. Sometimes, it is easy to lose sight of why these products are important. We know that cigarettes are the cause of significant global morbidity and mortality. ENDS and other NGPs provide an opportunity for current adult smokers to switch away from cigarettes and consume nicotine in a potentially less harmful manner. The stronger the scientific substantiation of this risk reduction, the more likely it is that your application will be looked on favorably by a regulatory authority. In cigarettes, nicotine is released by the combustion of tobacco, but along with the nicotine, there are approximately another 8,000 chemicals, many of which are thought to drive smoking-related diseases. Approximately 100 of these have been identified to be directly responsible to the pathophysiology of disease, and they are known as harmful or potentially harmful constituents, or HPHCs. One of the first steps in showing that your new product is likely to be reduced risk compared to cigarettes is by determining the levels of selected HPHCs in the aerosol emitted from your product in comparison to the levels found in cigarette smoke. Whilst the aerosol of an ENDS product is much simpler than the 8,000 plus chemicals found in cigarette smoke, it is important to consider what else in the aerosol from your NGP may be an issue. Inevitably, most of the components found will be from the ingredients and natural flavorings that are used in the e-liquids. A big part of the regulatory dossier is understanding the risk profiles of each of these ingredients and flavors, as well as the HPHCs, understanding how much is transferred from the liquid into the aerosol, and then ascertaining a health-based risk assessment depending on the dose of the component that is inhaled. As well as the risk assessment, an in vitro toxicological assessment of aerosol is also important to understand the totality of the toxicological response it can elicit, compared obviously always to cigarette smoke. For some NGPs, it may be beneficial to conduct in vivo toxicological studies. However, ethically, this is generally avoided unless absolutely necessary. However, the ingredients and flavors are not the only source of chemicals of toxicological concern that need to be considered. Chemicals can leach from the materials used to build the device into the liquid, and then these can be transferred into the aerosol and subsequently inhaled. To address this, we conduct a leachable and stability assessment. This provides us of an understanding as to what chemicals might leach into the e-liquid over the storage time of the product. Once these leachables have been identified, they are also subjected to the toxicological profiling and risk assessments I spoke about earlier. The leachables can be directly targeted for analysis by getting an understanding of the pool of chemicals that can leach. This is achieved by conducting an extractables assessment. In an extractable assessment, all the materials in contact with the e-liquid are subjected to extreme heat and pressure to extract all the possible chemicals from them. This allows a possible leachable pool of chemicals to be targeted and monitored over the course of a stability study. Overall, these data provide the regulator with confidence around the first half of the tobacco harm reduction equation, demonstrating that the product is likely to be reduced risk compared to combustible cigarettes.